Another day, another grind. This time, Pit of the Ever Chosen on the Turin, oh no, Total Tavern, sorry, map pack. Lizardman and Greenskins together, the Bulge and me against Vampire Coast and Tomb Kings, led by Unlucky Spotify and Staunch. That was our last or third match that we had, and this is a map, as you can see, which is pretty crazy. So you end up in the middle immediately, and yeah, let's get into it. So we have Azak the Slaughterer here. We have a Black Orc Big Boss, and then Orc Boys everywhere. Orc Boys, couple of Orc Boys, Black Orcs for sure, and a Arachnarok Spider. For me, the Shredder of Lustria. It was so much fun. We had to do it, right? And then Chameleon Stalkers here on the side wanted to do a little bit of a sneaky Krogar on foot, I think, yes. And we have the Skink Priest, and then Chameleon Skinks here. On the other side, we have Cetra the Imperishable plus Aranessa Soul Spite. On the Sphinx here, then really good halberds. We have a couple of zombie shooting mobs plus what is moving up, skeleton horsemen, and skeleton horsemen. So a lot of mobility here. Yeah, let's move on. So the fight immediately starts. We have a Spirit Leech going down on Aranessa. The Shredder of Lustria is getting immediately netted and still fights against all those units here, trying to move around here, trying to probably, yeah, sneak around and take the point. Probably our forces have point of for sure. Point number, where is it? Point number 1 is going into our clutches, point number 2 for the opponent, and then point number 3 is in the middle. Yeah, so Shredder of Lustria is already pretty low, so that is not a good thing. Death Guard here trying to force those Orc Boys back, and they're doing it pretty well. We have Chameleon Skinks here going for the point, and then Squigherds here running down, and I have the Reproductal Rider summoned in to go down onto the Tomb Guards. They are anti-infantry, so maybe they have a good chance to poke everything down. Couple of those Chameleon Stalkers here, moving from the back onto the skeleton horse riders and beating them up, but also getting a lot of damage in return. Over here we have the Chameleon Skinks and Krogar. Yeah, he has fun. Like, when we look at that, we have the two big beasts, the Spider and the Lustria boy here, and yeah, we have the whole I think animal park, right? So yeah, but looking around, a lot of units are crumbling, and here the Lustria, the Shredder of Lustria is trying to keep them very yeah, active, right? So here now the Depth Guard with pole arms moving in, that is gonna hurt a lot. And as I remember, my Skink priest didn't really bring any good heal with it for sure, so that he has to run anyway. So over here Krogar did a great job. I mean, when you look at that, he's still half-life, punching those Bloody Reaver deck guys down. And well, now we are trying, I summoned in the Salamander Hunting Pack to shoot down the Tomb Guard here with halberds, because, well, the Reproductal Riders weren't very effective against the infantry. So now we shoot and mitigate the healing, hopefully. Over here, Azak the Slaughterer, unfortunately, yeah, he routes, but he is shaken, and I don't think that he is going to, yeah, have a great time against those flying Death Droppers here. The Shredder of Lustria slowly but surely moving off the point, and the Bulge and I, we are losing the point here for sure. We have Squiggards fighting the polearms, or the Death Guard with polearms, and now Feral Cold Ones trying to support here. In general, the Black Orc Big Boss also trying to support here, so we can maybe get the point. But yeah, our focus is now on point number 2, and that's basically, I would say, the problem, because now Staunch and Unlucky Spotify can kind of concentrate immediately on this point and send all the troops over there. Feral Bastillodon here going in, trying to secure the point, and Krogar slowly but surely is getting very, very, very low, and I have to keep him moving, and I have to probably also move him out of the battle soon. Skink Priest here getting yeah, pretty spiked. Big blood fountain here, or maybe like a puddle of blood here. Not the best, but he could kind of slow down a little bit. Unsummoning, I think, is going down, and the Feral Cold Ones not very effective here somehow. The Shredder of Lustria is moving out. They all focus this big old dude, but I'm trying to juke as much as possible. Another Cold One Spear Rider unit is moving in, and we have to protect our Salamander hunting pack here. So the current horsemen will get charged here by those sneaky lizards. Yep, here we are. Nice damage, and I guess that the charge wasn't so big, but the effectiveness of the anti-large here will pay its dividend here. Over here, we managed to get point number 2. The Feral Bastillodon together with those Orc boys with spears doing a good job of getting the point. Unfortunately, Cetra pretty low, but we can't really break her. A Flock of Doom also going down on Cetra, but 1500 life is quite a lot when it comes to a hero, and we really can't. Yeah, we're running after her, or him, sorry, and trying to focus him down. Sepulchre Stalkers here, so they are pretty nicely anti-large units, and they will do a great job against the Feral Bastillodon. Plus, probably I get those Cold One Spear Riders, right? Shredder of Lustria, slowly but surely losing a lot of HP. All those flying shooting units are pretty strong against it, so I'm moving even more into the woods, as you can see, and another Salamander hunting pack summoned in to shoot those dudes down. In the middle, we really can't get the point. I'm going for Aranessa here. Those Chameleon Skinks could be able to get Aranessa here and do damage, but somehow it does not work. Points wise, when we look on top, the Bulge and we are a little bit trailing here. Krogar, now I'm noticing that he is pretty much beaten up and he has to move away. Those Tomb Princes are anti-large, but it doesn't matter if they anti-large or not. They're just fully full on HP, and that is very, very hard to deal for me. Bloated Corpse here moving in, and we have to keep track because maybe it does a lot of damage. We also have the Zombie Pirate Gunner mob, which is pretty idle, so Unlucky Spotify. Now he is moving them up because the shooting will be very, very valuable. Azak, unfortunately, is trying to run off, but he gets, yeah, he gets broken and routes off the map here. That is a big, big leadership loss for the Greenskins, and that is very, very bad. As you can see here, Lord fled recently, -16 leadership, but meanwhile Aranessa is also probably going down. Finally, the Chameleon Skinks They are, yeah, trying to fight it, but they're running. So I don't know really what will happen here. And now the whole focus, as you can see, I have the Colossedon Riders here. The whole focus is on point number 2, which we are losing. Point number 3, we gave up with our troops, so there is not much that we are using here to contest that point. Now, a couple of Orc Boys summoned in. Chameleon Skinks trying to support with their 6 ammunition. Krogar, he has to move away, like he has to support a couple of units with his aura, but not fighting at all. When we look at the deck droppers here, they are getting shot by those sneaky lizards from the woods into the flying units. But yeah, I mean, somehow it is not favorable shooting up as an artillery. So this is kind of like a gun unit, it seems like, and they have a hard time to shoot through those woods. So pretty much I learned something here. Yep, here it is. The Feral Bastillodon moves in once again. We have the Colossedon Riders going for the Eyes of the Desert. So, I mean, with having time, I picked the right attacks here. But now when I look at that, I should have gone for Cetra, right? Cetra is pretty, well, not low. So a healing came down and probably the passive ability as well. So, but when I go after it, maybe it is way better here. Salamander Hunting Pack shooting into Cetra, and let's see what Cetra can do against that. Couple of shots going in. Yes, that's nice damage here. And there is not... Oh, juking. It's juking time. But Cetra still lost a lot of HP, and the healing debuff is basically pretty nice here as well. We need more of those for sure. The Salamander Hunting Pack, I think that I unsummoned my big unit, and as you can see, Shattered, Damaged is running off here, and yeah, Krogar trying to hide in the woods and just make it out. Don't get the penalty, right? The Bloated Corpse now moving into... Oh my gosh! That was like crucial. Wow, a whole unit gone. And that's the problem. I mean, I could have unsummoned it and get new ammunition. Now those units are still running, so they're not in my pool, and that's basically a bad sign. Cetra still alive. Everyone is fleeing like the scene, and Cetra is here. Aranessa soon will help to crumble the undead vampire coast. Salamander Hunting Packs here getting attacked by the Nicarian Horsemen. And basically the Ripodactyl Riders. Ripodactyl. So that's the name. Ripodactyl Riders get rid of those units here. Colossedon Hunter is still trying to go for Cetra. And Cetra is still 800 HP. So yeah. I mean... maybe there is a chance, right? There is maybe a chance. And Unsummon is going down, so the Skeleton Horse Archers and Sabaka Stalkers here will shoot into the Pterodon Colossedon Hunters, and that is it. Is she finally crumbling? Yeah, Cetra was crumbling, but now stabilizing. That is crazy. That is really crazy how unperishable she is, or imperishable she is. Like, I think when we break Cetra, we have a good chance to get point number 2 once again and then winning here. Otherwise, we're getting like stopped here by some Nicarian Horsemen, really bad. Cold One Spear Riders have to deal with them. They can't go here. We have these Cold One Spear Riders as well, trying to go for point number 2. But yeah, a little bit of fighting in the middle. bloated corpses summoning in. So unlucky Spotify is using the I would say the craziness of the battle to have yeah, fun with the bloated corpses, right? Even though I wouldn't say there are many units that are basically worth blowing up, right? Cetra's still alive. I don't know how that works, but it works. And is Cetra falling? Finally, after 15 minutes of fighting and juking and running around, Cetra is down, and now Divulge is trying to get point number 3 once again, and I am pushing on point number 2 all the time. I liked somehow the spawn point. I don't know why. Krokar coming in to support those units here, giving them a little bit of a boost. But Sepulchre Stalkers here, can they shoot really well? Well, I mean, a couple of those shots hit, some trees, so it is not as bad as I thought. Then we have still Salamander hunting packs here with 18 ammunition, so they were pretty much attacked. And we have the bloated corpses. Oh my god, I mean, this bloated corpse is running around and trying to go for the Orgborg boy biggins. If they hit, like, yeah, we just follow around here, I guess. Here we have it, and now let's see. They're trying to get to point number 3 for sure, but yeah, what is it now? Sepulchre Stalkers here, really great damage, and I think this unit will blow up in a moment. Where's the corpse? No, the corpse is running off somewhere else, because I think it wouldn't be kind of, yeah, worth to blow it up, right? And look who is back, the Shredder of Lustria, but it is just too late. So, looking at Aranessa, I would say that the Depth Guard did well. We have those Depth Guards once again, and the shooting unit as well. Unlucky Spotify then came with bloated corpses, and look at that. They really fun stuff for sure. Couple of those deck droppers. Necrophax Colossus we didn't see here, but the bombers as well, pretty annoying. For Staunch, I think, yeah, Cetra didn't do a lot, but she was so, or he was so, I don't know why I always say it sounds like she so much cost, so much focus on Cetra, that this is value here not displayed in the numbers. And then, well, Tomb Guards, really great stuff, plus the Riders, and then Sepulchre Stalkers for sure did a great job. Ushabti's not that much, so that's interesting for sure, but then on the other side we have Horsemen doing a great job, and yep, for the Bulge here, Azak tried his best, and the Lord as well. Then we have the Arachnorok Spider, so yeah, I mean, there was a chance to win. We didn't play that bad, but I guess I was the weak link. Look at that, the Shredder of Lustria a little bit under its value, and the Skinks did well, so they survived pretty long to do the most damage. Krokar really not that effective here, and then even in the support or reinforcement army, I wouldn't say that that is effective. Like, one unit here maybe shooting a little bit in, that was good, but like Feral Cold Ones, not effective, and even those Riders here as well. So guys, that was pretty fun. I mean, this map is just for fighting and slapping each other into the face without like running to the corners. But for now, we're gonna fetch myself green tea.